Great Expectations. Longman Exercises. Critical Questions and Answers. Chapters 5 and 6.
If you were Pip, would you be pleased to have money or know your real benefactor? Why? If I were Pip, I would be pleased to have money to achieve my goals, but I must make sure that the money has been earned legally. Why do you think that Pip felt sure that Miss Havisham was his secret benefactor? Miss Havisham was the only rich person that Pip has ever met. Mr. Jaggers, her lawyer, told Pip that he was to be educated in London by Mr. Matthew Pocket, one of Miss Havisham's relatives. Should Pip have continued staying at the blacksmith's instead of going for his new life in London? Why? No, if Pip had stayed at the blacksmith's, he wouldn't have had a good education. Everyone should try to improve their position in life. After a quick goodbye to Joe, my sister and Biddy, I felt as though the whole world was waiting for me. What do you think Pip meant by these words? He meant that he had a great chance to realize his dreams and great expectations to become a well-educated gentleman. For Pip, getting a good education was a dream that Pip had never imagined would come true one day. If you were Estella, would you agree to be a tool to harm others? Why? No, it is wrong for a person to be used by someone else to take revenge on innocent people. Estella could not say no to whatever Miss Havisham wanted her to do. Therefore, it was Miss Havisham who was responsible for Estella's actions. Do you think that Miss Havisham had an influential personality? Why? Yes, I think so. She had influence on both Pip and Estella. She made Estella carry out her plans. She made Estella break Pip's heart. She also influenced Pip and made him love Estella so that she could break his heart. Do you think that Herbert Pocket would have been happier if Miss Havisham had adopted him? Why? No, I don't think so. He would have suffered much just like Pip. Estella would have broken his heart. Herbert said that Estella was proud and cold and that he was lucky that he could escape. If Miss Havisham had helped her brother financially, do you think that he wouldn't have plotted with her fiancé against her? Why? No, I don't think so. Her brother was a greedy man. He didn't care if he had to hurt his sister to get her money. Which character do you pity more, Miss Havisham or Pip? Why? I pity Pip more. He was unfairly treated by his sister. He was an orphan who had a very hard life. On the other hand, Miss Havisham was a very rich lady. She made Estella break Pip's heart though Pip loved Estella so much. Do you like Mr. Jagger's character? Why? No, I don't like Mr. Jagger's character because he makes everyone around him feel scared. I think he was arrogant. He always tries to control others. Is it natural to boast about your own skills in front of others? Why? No, I don't think so. I believe that people should show their skills through actions and not through words. Actions speak louder than words. Just boasting about your skills doesn't really mean you have them. Do you think that Mr. Jaggers is someone that Pip can trust? Why? Yes, I think so because Mr. Jaggers has proved to be a successful lawyer. He keeps his clients' secrets. He is a hard-working man and many people trust him. Moreover, he is honest and practical. If you were Pip, would you be ashamed of your friend Joe? Why? No, of course I wouldn't. Joe is a kind and faithful man. He treats Pip like a son and always gives him good advice. He protects Pip from Mrs. Joe. Why do you think that Miss Havisham wanted Pip to know that Estella had returned home? She wanted to know his reaction and how much he loved Estella. She was pleased that Estella was cold and cruel to Pip. Her aim was to break Pip's heart. What might have happened if one of the convicts had recognized Pip in London? Because Pip became an educated gentleman, he would have felt ashamed if one of the convicts had recognized him. He didn't want anyone to remind him of his poor and miserable childhood. Why do you think Pip hoped that Joe could not see how he felt when he knew that Estella had come home? Pip didn't want Joe to see how much he loved Estella. Perhaps he was afraid that Joe might tell him that his love for Estella wasn't worth the effort, as did Biddy before. Do you think that Pip was right not to like Drummle? Why? Yes, he was right because Drummle was stupid and arrogant. He is always boasting about himself and he thinks that he is better than everybody else. Do you think Miss Havisham was right to try to adopt some children? Why? I think she was right to do so because she was a lonely woman who wanted children to make her forget her loneliness.
Thanks for watching.